Hi, hi, I'm Raquel, and this is Law Librarian Plans. Today I will be decorating my journal spread for the week of August 4th. So let's get started. So I am trying to make my way through my sticker books because I have the tendency of wanting to use all the seasonal books during the season and then forget about everything else. So I'm trying to every week to pick out something that's not necessarily a seasonal book. It might go with the seasonal vibes. And so for this week, I decided to use the Wanderlust planner sticker book from Rongrong. I don't believe I've used this book yet. And part of the reason why I haven't used it is because maybe one sticker is because I wanted to save it for travel stuff. But the reality is, I'm not traveling right now very much or very far. Um, and who knows if we'll even get to do all the things, all the trips that are here. So I thought, why not reminisce about a trip that I absolutely loved, which was our trip to Italy a couple years ago, and use that in a spread. So that's where we're going. Let's get started with this. I also pulled out some washi. This is a very old Michael's washi. I couldn't even tell you where it came from, but that's another thing I'm trying to do more of is get to using the stuff I have. Because it's a lot of it and I don't use it enough and it's kind of a shame. So I have that disgustingly large collection of washi and it just needs to be used. So that's what we're going to try to do today. Use some of this washi to give some accents that coordinate with the colors. I will say finding navy washi, I was very surprised that there's not more of it, at least in my collection. So, and I did not cut that well. So I struggled to find something and finally found this little polka dot that I thought, okay, that kind of works. I don't have this color, which is a much brighter, like a royal, well, not royal. I can't remember what that color is called, but azure. So I decided to go with a darkest color that coordinates. But yeah, so I found this one, this very old one in my stash, and I figured why not use it for this spread. Then I have some planning thing. I adore Hawashi. It's so easy to use and it comes in so many great colors. I don't have as much of it as I would love to, but I do love it. And so I figured I'd use some of that. And this is a very faint white polka dot on yellow. So there we go. So just to add a little bit of a pop of color. Next, I'm going to put something here. And I think what goes best there is this particular sticker right here, which looks like it's from the Amalfi Coast, or it could be somewhere else in Italy. It reminds me a little bit of the Amalfi Coast. Um, we only spent one glorious day there and enjoyed it very much. Be bopping around. We were not walking around. We walked in one of the towns, uh, but um, but the pure Amalfi Coast experience is very touristy. I mean, we were a very large group in our tour. There were over 30 of us, um, and so the transportation could not really get to the places, some of those places that are busiest. So we kind of stuck to smaller portions or different portions that could accommodate our bus, and it was fantastic. I thought it was such a good experience, so well done. And for us, where I already spent too much time planning other things, especially at work, so I did not want a trip where I had to coordinate a lot, and it was very simple. We just found a tour we liked, and that's how we went about the whole business of making this trip. Anyway, all right. So then I think I want to put a girl in here. That would be the next move. I'm gonna put this girl on this side. I usually put them on the right, but I don't know why. I kind of want to put her here. Let's see. Okay, have her. I'll say I didn't see anybody dressed like this for sure, but saw plenty of or dress with those patterns. How about that? It's not that they didn't dress like this because yes, they do dress very nicely. They Italians have such incredible style. But this is the colors of the pottery and stuff like that, so they look kind of cool. Next, we're going to add. I'm trying to make sure that I balance this out. I'm gonna put this one. I want to put this one here. What I don't want is to end up with all the color on one side and then no color on the other side. So that's why I'm hesitating a little bit. I think I'm going to use this one here. And because it kind of goes on this side, doesn't it? No, not doing it. Not gonna fall for my own bad narrative here. So let's put, except it makes it so much easier. All right, the world is yours to explore. Okay, let's put a nice big quote on this side. And then last but not least, I also want to leave myself enough room to actually journal in here. Or excuse me, as I have explained before, this is not your traditional journal in that, I'm not unpacking thoughts and feelings and things like that. This is more of a diary where I write down, what's happening in my world. And because of that, I kind of want to have something where I can indeed unpack stuff. So I will probably be starting a journal next year. I have plenty of journal notebooks that I can use, and so why not bring them into the equation? I probably will not be journaling every day because I frankly I don't have that much to say every day. But to have a place where I can unpack a particularly bad day, that's always a good thing. All right, so now I'm going to go look because there's an extra page in the front of this book that coordinates. So I might want to bring one of those in here instead. Um, See, I love the little motorcycle. I don't know why, but I love the motorcycle, so I want to use that. I'll put that here, the Vespa. And then I want to use, that's how I can get some more color in here. I can use some of these, so maybe I can use this one. All right, and then I can go back to that page. All right, so let's do something different here and put this one here. I don't much care about the sticker sticking outside of the box, but I kind of want to not do it. Anyway, I'll do it very, very lightly. There we go. That there. And then the Vespa. I think the Vespa. Vespa? Maybe the Vespa at the top. I kind of want this monument too, but this monument and this girl looks so good together that I kind of want to use them somewhere else together. So I think I'm going to put this table on this side, sort of next to the girl. Not sort of, definitely next to the girl. Okay. So let's get this here. And I'm sorry, but the lemons are going to have to stick out because I got to leave myself enough room. All right. So there we go. And then the Vespa, because how fun is that? And then last but not least, and this is a very simple spread. I usually don't go crazy with a lot of decorations here because again, we need to have some space to write. Do I want Italia is love? Eat well, travel often. Well, only if I can put food stuff with it. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll use the other quote, eat well, travel often. And let me tell you, you eat very well in Italy. Italy has such amazing food. Um, what we get for Italian here, unless it's home cooked by somebody who's actually Italian, is great, but doesn't even remotely compare to Italian food in Italy, clearly. Um, and It was an amazing experience. We were in what they call a medium activity kind of tour, which means that you are walking for portions of the tour. So the bus will take you wherever, and then you're walking, you're doing some exercise and stuff like that. So I was very, very shocked to discover that somehow, despite eating my way through Italy and having gelato like 3/4 of the days we were there, that I actually lost weight because we were so active during that tour that all the food I ate went through me. So I kind of want that there, but I don't love it crooked for sure. And it means it's not going to give me much. Then again, tomorrow I'm going to be traveling for a doctor's appointment most of the day. So the appointment is much shorter than the time it takes me to commute there and back. So I won't have a ton of exciting stuff to talk about. That requires a lot of journaling room. All right, that's a little bit better. And since we're having, I'm going to leave it like that. Eat well, travel often. That's more than enough room for the journaling. I'm going to put a little bit more washi because I don't love the idea that this is sort of hanging out on its own. So put a little bit more washi, and then we're going to decoratively date this, and that will wrap up this particular spread. So I don't know why I'm doing this because it's not really necessary with the navy tape, but I'm going to line it up here like so. And usually I like to have them facing each other, but I didn't do that. So, and I just realized there was a reason why I didn't want to use it this way, but I'm committed at this point. So, and it is that now I don't have enough room to put some of that yellow tape. But what if we just put it on top? And then it kind of has that very cool effect that it kind of looks like it belongs there, but it kind of doesn't. Now, only if I put it straight, because if I don't put it in straight, then that's kind of a game over kind of situation. But let's see, can I get this straight enough? Because I cannot see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. And I do need to cut it on that end, that it kind of looks semi-intentional, even though it's not. It's called desperation move. All right, so, or I can put it, why don't I line it up here? That way I'm not making myself too insane trying to center it. And I don't mind that it's shorter too. Yeah, you know what? I like it a lot less now. Yeah, that did not work. How about if I can I liked it better in the middle. I think I'm gonna, yeah, no, still don't like it. All right, let's try something else. Let's try ripping it. Then we rip a little bit more to the top and then layer it the same way as I did below. Nope, I think we're done with the ripping because it's kind of impossible to grab at this point. And now I still have this. But what I liked about this is that it's matches where it ends. So let's do that and match it here. And now it overlaps, but it's not as bad about that. And then there we go. That's a little bit better. I like it a lot better now than I did just a minute ago. All right, so let's decoratively date this. And what I've done is, for that, I've pulled Functionally Chic Blue Blooms by Live Love Posh and Rainbow Dated by Mojo Jojo Plans. So let me find the days of the week first. Oh boy. No, I have plenty. All right. So I wanted the blue, not the yellow. So the yellow is very pretty, but it doesn't show nearly as well as the navy, or the blue, rather, royal blue. Okay. Tuesday. And I'm not loving that washi at all. I'm looking at it and I'm going, not so much. So when we finish this, I will flip this upside down and I will fix that washi situation that we have going on in the top. Wednesday. Thursday. The colors are beautiful. This decorative dating set within this book. Friday. It's a very functional plus floral sticker book. Friday. So I don't know if these are still sold, but I know she has a neutral set, or a neutral, functionally neutral book, and a black functional book, which I cannot remember what it's called now. So maybe she'll come out again with something, rainbow, or maybe not, or maybe they're still in stock. I have no idea because I haven't looked. Um, but if you like it, it's Live Love Posh for these functional date stickers and mini florals. And then now we're gonna add from the rainbow dated. Oh, that washi situation is distressing me. So we need to start with the 4th. These are a little bit big, and plus I'm missing 4, 5, 6. Oh, these are good. All right. Oh, these are the same size. What am I saying? Oh my gosh. See the yellow? The yellow is so pale. I just passed it. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And can I use these? There are smaller ones, so let me look at the smaller ones and see if I can handle that. Or rather, that I can do it quickly enough so that we can wrap up this video. Have I used up all the small ones? There's green, black, gray, orange. Let's look in the front of the book. I also love the huge ones, but they not very practical for this spread. So yeah, so all I have left is really this size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this size. And since I don't have a 4, a 5, or a 6, I'm going to make a it's not eating up too much room for writing as it does in the middle of the row. Oh my goodness, these numbers are challenging at best. Okay, number 5. And that works here, especially since this is not going to be much room to write much of anything here. 5, 6. And I shouldn't be counting. I don't need to count. You know how to count. Okay, once I put these numbers down, I can fix the washi, and then we can call this one a day. Yeah, I like that. The yellow looked nice too. It would have been kind of cute, but then we really start screwing around with what's going to be left and what's going to match what and all that. So I'd rather just match the color and have the yellow for something else at some point. All right, sorry about that. I have a bit of a runny nose this morning. It's just from the cold air. Let's see, 8. Yeah, I like these a lot. Okay, oops, I have no idea what dropped. 9, 10, okay. 9 and 10. Oh yeah, much better. And I like that this is enough decoration, but so that it doesn't look too bare, but not so much decoration that then we have an issue with writing space. I could put it up here. In fact, I think I will, because this is my planner. I hate explaining things like that. Nobody needs to know that. Yes, it is my planner. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. Do I have a 25? I do have a 25. Do I need it? No, not really. That's why the numbers are getting unused. The poor sticker sheet is looking at me like, what are you doing, woman? Why are you ignoring me? But I could use the clear stickers to put a 2025. All right, let's solve this washi situation and finish this particular spread up. So excuse me while I flip this upside down. And then if you bear with me 1 second. Trying to solve the runny nose problem. All right, so let me think about this, how I want to solve this. I think I know how to solve this. The easiest way, or the best way to solve this situation, is to grab a knife and grab a ruler. And I'm going to make this straight, but much thinner, so that then I can put the yellow washi tape, line it up, and have it look decent together. Okay. Okay, I don't think that's straight, not even close, but it's a straight line. How about that? Kind of screwed it up near the end there. Okay, so grab the tape, the rest of the washi, and line it up with the blue. Okay, see, much better. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but much better than it was just a moment ago. And since I did see it, I will use it, and we will call this one done. All right, so this is July. No, this is August. It's been a long summer for the non-summer loving person that I am. All right, so there you have it, folks. This is my journal spread for the week of August 4th using the Rongrong Wanderlust sticker book, the Mojo Jojo Plants Rainbow Dated, and Live Love Posh Functionally Chic Blue Blooms. If you like this spread, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and have a great day.